to the north end of the field. You guys want to step up to the boards now? I got my players making their way. You guys ready for a little Queen? We're going to get this song on here before the players even make their way out. Get that song going now. All right, they made their way past all the tailgaters, making their way over here to the stadium side. No, that's perfect. Here they come, up the stadium side. We're going to start first with the team in the white jerseys. A couple of these players are new players here at the Villages Polo Club, so get on your feet, cheer for them. In the number 1 for D'Ambrose MD is going to be Mike D'Ambrose. Oh. Okay, Mike, I'm sorry. Opposite. All right. We're going to start first with, here's Mike right here. Oh, we have a... I'm sorry, I got number 1. I'm sorry. I got Suki Forbes. I got it now. Suki's in the number 1. I do apologize. I got it. I see my... Suki Forbes wearing the number 1. Mike, you got to make another swing around now. Mike D'Ambrose wearing the number 2 jersey right there. Wearing the number 3. I got Iggy Del Toro. I do apologize about that. Wearing the number 4, it's going to be Frankie Bilbao. All right, for the team in the blue jerseys. Wearing the number 1, I have Katie Glenn, our sponsor for the weekend, United Healthcare jerseys. And the number 2, I got Paige Boone. Wearing the number 3, Roberto Navaja. And wearing the number 4, I got Nick Johnson. A couple of these players might switch horses real quick. Our 2 umpires today, I got Flauco Maldonado out on the far side and Charlie Kinkoses. You see a couple players going to switch horses. Got to let them know. See here. I got to pull up some stuff. I think Iggy's riding a horse called Pantera. Suki's on a horse called V-Power. I think Paige is riding Sunrisa out there right now. All right, Stephanie, they're all waiting for you. Ball's in play. Here we go. 6 chukkers of polo. And we're getting ready. Ball's in play. Here comes Nick Johnson from the near side. Oh, it kind of hits the umpire, but here he goes forward still. Nick from the offside now. Look at his shot from distance. Nick Johnson drops it in front of the goal mouth. Here comes Katie. Katie's going to tap it. Oh, Nick Johnson from distance right there. All right, ball's going to be bowled back in, but what you're going to notice now, they're going to switch ends after every single goal. You're going to see now the team in white is going to be going scoreboard, team blue going southbound. The reason we do that way neither team has an advantage or disadvantage throughout the day. Here comes Iggy Del Toro. Del Toro tries to get around Nick Johnson, but Nick Johnson says, negative, Ghost Rider, pattern's full, and we're headed southbound. Here we go. You're going to see Frankie Bilbao is going to have to decide to either chase him down or see what's going to happen and not use up his whole horse in this first minute of the game. And here comes Nick Johnson, and he's going to put this one in between the uprights. So the ball's going to be bowled back in between the 2 teams right there again. Now the team in white going south, the team blue going north. United Healthcare, our sponsor this weekend, and they're coming out, firing on all cylinders. Here comes Katie Glenn and Iggy, or not Iggy, yeah, here comes Iggy. Iggy Del Toro. He's got an older brother. He's from a Polo family. They're from down in Argentina. Oh, look at Nick Johnson knock it out of the air. And now Roberto Navaja passes it right back over to Nick Johnson. Nick off the bounce once, twice. But Iggy Del Toro with a near side back shot says, I've had enough of that Nick Johnson already. And now here comes a back shot. Here comes Frankie Bilbao, the Secretary of Defense. He's decided to come up, and look at this little flip shot up over Nick Johnson's head. Drops it up there. Iggy trying to get there, but Iggy can't go over in front of Nick right there. Oh, but Nick gave up. Oh, but there's our first whistle. 5, go down the penalty. Yep. Yeah, down to the penalty. Hits. Yep. All right. And then if a penalty is scored, we circle it. All right, here comes Roberto Navaja. Now here comes Paige Boone on the near side, but gets hooked off the play. And Frankie Bilbao sneaks into the play. Frankie, he looks up front. He's got Suki going forward. He's got Iggy going forward. He's got Nick Johnson kind of caught in the middle right there. Oh, but he rides over top of it. And Roberto comes in. Now here comes Paige Boone. Paige sneaks into the play right there. Here comes Suki. Suki tries to come in as well. Iggy Del Toro on the near side now. All the way over in that far side in that corner. You guys can cheer them on. They're right there in front of you over there. Awesome. Awesome sauce. All right, here we go. New words. We make up words. Like, why does the word abbreviate so long? But I don't know. Here we go. And now, here comes Paige Boone up against the boards right there, trying to pull it away from the boards. And right there is Roberto Navaja. Navaja gets a nice shot up the field. But here comes Del Toro. Del Toro clears the ball across the field right here. And now look at all these players trying to jockey for position, get in the right position. Oh, he rides over top of it. Oh, but Frankie Bilbao says, don't worry. We're under control right here. I got you all. Here we go. All the players now turning back around. You understand now why these guys are on top of horseback out here, because we ain't going to run around a field this large on foot. And now here's 3 minutes. 3 minutes left in chucker number 1. Bilbao. And Bilbao going forward. Paige Boone comes in to defend him. He flips it forward. And now this one's going to be Nick Johnson. And now we got 2 players. And now we have a whistle right there. A lot of going northbound, so they'll regain possession, and they'll pick it up right there. Here comes. Whoa! Umpire Kinkosas has to duck out of the way of that line shot by Nick Johnson. And now here comes Navaja. Navaja and Katie Glenn trying to pull their team forward. Navaja doing a good job right here. Here comes Mike D'Ambrose pushing Katie Glenn across. And now Navaja steals it, intercepts it. Navaja doing a good job, passes it up. Katie Glenn's right there. Katie with a flip shot. Can't make contact. And the Secretary of Defense, Bilbao, comes in. Passes that ball up the field. Here comes Mike D'Ambrose. Here comes Paige Boone. Here comes Iggy. Now here comes Frankie Bilbao. Everyone's going to keep going forward because they know Frankie Bilbao's right there. Look at him going. They're trying to get out there for that pass. Here comes Bilbao. He puts it right to Iggy's mallet. That is pinpoint accuracy. Oh, and that goes off the heel of his mallet. And now here comes Paige Boone. She's going to clear it forward over to Nick Johnson, right down in front of all my South tailgaters south of the stadium right there. Nick pulls it away from the boards. And now we are down to 1 minute, 39 seconds, 1:39. Here we are, flying up the field. Here comes Paige, comes in. Iggy steals it away. And now Bilbao is right there. Uh-oh, they're going to kind of catch Nick in the middle. Here's a shot up the field, and Iggy anticipated that one. Bilbao passes it back to him. Iggy Del Toro trying to get team D'Ambrose on the scoreboard. He flips it. Oh, my flagger's right there. It didn't go over the end line. It's sitting right on the end line. Oh, so close. Oh, my flagger, Jay's right there on top of it. He knew it didn't roll over the line completely. Well done right there. 1 minute. 1 minute left right here. And that quickly, we're going back northbound. And just as fast as we went south, we're going north. But now, just as fast as we went north, we're going south. Man, we're going left, we're going right, all over the direction. You understand what I mentioned about these players going up and down the field a lot. You're going to hear a 30-second here shortly, and that means 30 seconds left in this chugger. Nice pass up the field. Here comes Suki Forbes. Suki making this opportunity. Can she put this one in? Suki Forbes! And there's the 30-second horn, and that's going to end Chucker 1 with Suki. My cheerleaders here? No.
Yes.
See who's out there. All right, Chucker number 2. 2-1 is our score. Out of that throw in. I think Suki's riding a nice little horse called Vespe. And Iggy is on a horse called Billy. And here comes Billy right here. Iggy on that nice looking horse right there. And Iggy puts that one through. We got a tie match. We had the cheerleaders and we had some sponsorship to go over. But after this chucker, I'll explain a little bit more what goes on down there in that NASCAR pit stop. All right, ball's back in play. Switching ends once again. 2-2 is the score. Here comes Nick Johnson. I believe Nick's riding a horse called Elastica, this chucker. And now goes over top of that one right there. And now back shot, and here comes Iggy, riding that horse called Billy. He's off and flying right here, Iggy Del Toro. They're going to have to chase him down. Look at Navaja, chasing him down. Iggy pops that one up in the air a little bit. Or actually, that's Frankie Bilbao. I do apologize. Frankie Bilbao was right there. I believe he might be riding Uno. And now look at Mike D'Ambrose come into the play. Mike D'Ambrose is right there. Now Bilbao with another shot. Whistle sounds. Healthcare. I believe Frankie Bilbao went into that play in the white jersey, kind of rode over top of the ball, got right in front of the blue jersey. And now, here comes Nick Johnson. Nick. Tori's probably coming up with some questions. If you send them in through Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, we'll get those questions answered for you. A back shot, and here comes Iggy Del Toro. Del Toro. Look at this. Frankie Bilbao just sat right there, kind of trying to hide away from all those blue jerseys, and Iggy backed it right over to him, but Page didn't fall for that trick. And now here it comes. Bilbao, good stick work right there. Stick work at its finest, going up the field, off the bounce. Oh, but he can't make contact again. Here comes Iggy Del Toro. Del Toro from about 45 yards out, driving through, blows the neck shot under the neck of the horse, and Suki Forbes is right there, trying to put it in between the uprights. The ball is sitting there. Someone nailed it to the ground. And now it's still there, still there. And now I think it's put in between the uprights by Frankie Bilbao. And now, thank you, Tommy. Appreciate it. Getting these horse names. This way you guys kind of get an idea of the names of these horses. Ukulele is actually one of the homebreds from right here at the Villages Polo Club. Probably right now is born with a U, so probably about 5 or 6 years old right now. Here comes Nick Johnson. He's fighting with Iggy Del Toro. They got a sword fight, and Iggy comes through, then the whistle sounds. All right, Nick Johnson and Roberto trying a little strategy here. This pass comes straight across the field. Oh, there's the whistle. 40 yards out, undefended goal. Nick shoots, and everyone's headed back to the middle of the field, so we're tied back up at 3 goals apiece. Ball's going to be bowled back into play. Who's going to come away? Winning these throw-ins. Normally, and whistles do sound on these throw-ins. Didn't mean that. And now, he puts a nice shot up the field. And now, here comes Roberto. Roberto trying to get right there. Paige Boone sneaks in, and we had a whistle. 3 minutes, depends on what happens. And you can get put in penalty box, like in hockey. So, yes, that does occur. Here comes Frankie Bilbao. You can't foul out like in basketball where you can get so many penalties in a game, but the umpire can eventually put the penalty, move it forward and forward if you keep doing the same thing over and over. Roberto Navaja with the back shot. Nick Johnson trying to get it away from Frankie Bilbao. And now here comes Paige Boone on Capita. Look at that little gray go. Here she goes off to the races. Here she's flying up the field. Gorgeous pony right there. Oh, man, you guys made that sound, and that's just what happens. That ball goes timing. And that's the difficulty of this sport of polo. These players practice all the time. And when you got that horse at full speed, it is about getting that mallet down and getting it going. Here comes Mike D'Ambrose. We're going back to south end of the field now, and up against the boards on the far side over there. And now, a little back shot right there. And it goes up over the boards. It was backed by the blue jersey, I believe, because it went off of the horse of one of the white jerseys. So it stays with Team Blue. Here comes Nick Johnson. Nick drops that ball down, looking up the field, trying to wait for that right moment to release it. Fakes a swing. Now he's right there. And now here comes Roberto comes back in, helps him out. Navaja doing a good job right here. Nick and Roberto doing a good job. You see Paige Boone also swinging around, getting it. And now we're going to get down to that 1 minute, 1 minute. And Roberto with a little cut shot right there. Here comes Frankie Bilbao. Bilbao comes into the play. Flips that ball over. Suki's there. And now here comes Bilbao. He's zigging, he's zagging, he's ducking and diving. And now he's got open space out in front. A lot of white jerseys going forward. Here comes Olga, that nice looking pony that Iggy's riding. But Nick Johnson, he flipped on the near side, but did roll over a little bit there. Now here comes Paige Boone right back into that play. There's the 30-second horn. 30 seconds left here in Chucker number 2. This has been an absolute phenomenal match already, 3-3. Going into that third Chucker here in just a few seconds. But here comes Frankie Bilbao. We do have the buzzer beater. If he can get this ball up there, we're down to 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Here he goes. He's down to 9, 8, 7. Frankie gets a mallet on this one. He knows he's got to shoot just in the nick of time. But it goes wide right. But what an opportunity right there for Frankie. But what they do is very, very important. We got a lot going to be happening here. This one down. I don't think we've had only a couple.
2.
All right, here comes Nick Johnson. Brings that ball in off the end line. I did have some more questions here. I'll come up here in just a moment. People have sent them up to me. And we'll get him here answered in just a moment. Here comes Navaja. Navaja putting that pony in the high gear, trying to get around Mike D'Ambrose right there. Mike D'Ambrose does a good job, comes in with the defense. And look at Navaja. Navaja pulling that ball forward, up against the boards right there. It's difficult to hit that ball off the boards because your horse is jumping up and over them, and it obviously goes higher up in the air, and then you got to reach down a little bit further. So, and you got to pull it away from the boards, and sometimes the horses spook a little bit up against those boards. But here we are, right along the end line. It's cleared out of danger right there by Bilbao, and here comes Del Toro. Del Toro gets that mallet out in front. Here comes Del Toro. He's going to goal. We see who Iggy's riding this Chucker. Making their way up the field right here. Iggy Del Toro. Riding Mastita. He's going to goal right here. He's able to just walk this one through. Well done, Iggy Del Toro. Puts goal. Here we come. Ball's going to be bowled back in place. Once again, you hear the umpire actually as they make their way back after goals. He's counting to 25. A lot of procedural things that happen in the sport of polo. You got 25 seconds to get back to the throw-in. And Del Toro, look at this little mare go once again. Just like that, he's going to possibly score again, and yes, he does. Back to the middle they go to bowl the ball in. Here comes Roberto Navaja. Navaja comes out. Oh, but right there's Bilbao, and then Iggy with a little neck shot under the neck of the horse. But only blue jerseys out there this time. And now, nice back shot by Nick Johnson over to Paige. Paige Boone now doing a good job. She's trying to get around Iggy, but look at, they are stride for stride right there. That ball kind of bounced off from the heel of the mallet up against the boards right there. And now, Paige gets right back into the play, steals it away. All the ponies kind of stuck there for a second, and Iggy comes out. This is an absolutely gorgeous horse. And now here comes Navaja. Navaja back into the play. But here comes Frankie Bilbao. Try to knock this one down. Frankie Bilbao is going to try to launch it up over everyone's head, but not able to. And Paige Boone knocks it down and clears it out of danger right there. Here comes Paige all the way over there in that south end of the field in front of my south end tailgaters. And now Del Toro from the near side, and stopping and turning was Frankie Bilbao. But that ball's rolling right on the end line. Frankie Bilbao, he's going to tap it once and put it between the uprights, and that's going to increase their lead now. All right, back in. Here comes Nick Johnson across the field. Nick, here comes Iggy Del Toro. Look at Nick trying to fake him out. Cat and mouse game going on. And that's up against the boards. Iggy going to put hip to hip right there. You see two players coming together, going the same direction, same speed. And now, whistle sounds. Trying to cut this deficit. He approaches at Kentucky Derby speed, lightning speed. He shoots, and it's good! Nick Johnson, goal number 4, goes on the scoreboard. Penalty 4. Let's get everything organized. I see my champagne carts on that south end getting ready.
Everybody to join us on the field.
Yeah, everybody to come out on the field. This will be awesome to get a photo with everybody out on the field from up here. Here comes Iggy Del Toro. Del Toro, he's going to try to increase his team's lead back to that 3 goal here. He's going to goal. He's at the 60. He's at the 40. He's ducking. He's diving. He's bobbing. He's weaving. And he's scoring! Oh, no, he's no! Oh, I jinxed him! And now back shot out of danger right there by Nick Johnson. But Del Toro, he's going to help me out here and maybe put this one back through. I don't want to jinx him again. He's right there. He's right there. He's right there. Yes, this time he's able to tap it in between the uprights. Just when I come out this chucker. Man, I'm missing what chucker's what chucker. Del Toro and Iggy. Well, Iggy Del Toro and Suki Forbes have a polo team called Mother Chucker Polo. And now, here we come. Here it comes. Bilbao. Bilbao going to goal here. There's the 32nd horn. Bilbao puts a pass over there. Nick Johnson slows it down and a whistle sounds. Ends Chucker 3 right there. Will come. All right, ball's in play. Here we go. Whistle, whistle right out of that throw-in. There was a whistle out of that throw-in. Can come in. If you question too much, you could receive a yellow card. You saw on that play where the blue jerseys were pointing north or southbound, thinking they should go further. But anyway, this is penalty 5, and now here comes Roberto Navaja. Bilbao's coming in, put the pressure on. Navaja doing a good job right here. Roberto Navaja carrying that ball up the field. Here comes Mike D'Ambrose cutting down the angle. Bilbao comes in. And look at Katie Glenn right there in line. Roberto now puts a nice shot forward. Nick Johnson's right there, but Iggy Del Toro with a near side back shot. And now here comes Mike D'Ambrose. Oh, his horse kind of rode away from the boards a little bit right there. And now Nick Johnson comes into the play. Nick. Normita, he's riding this chucker. Oh, but Bilbao thought he could steal it away, but not this. And just like that, oh, my umpire and my flagger say yes, it in. In the first half, they throw it in on the far side, and they'll move over to this side of the field this half and move closer and closer. They don't like to stay in the one spot because of you got all 8 horses there, and it does tear up the field quite a bit. And now it does change the field around too. Here's Frankie Bilbao with a shot towards the goal. But here comes Nick Johnson. He's looking left, looking right. And Frankie Bilbao, he knows Nick Johnson very well. And now Nick with a little flip shot up the field. Here comes Katie Glenn. Katie comes into it. Katie has that ball coming right here in front of the stadium. Katie, she avoids the hook from Iggy Del Toro. Yes, she does. Still going forward. She goes down to the near side. Oh, her pony kind of walks away from the boards a little bit. And now Frankie Bilbao with a back shot. Nick tries to stop and turn, but Iggy got around a little bit quicker. Iggy Del Toro taking this ball southbound. Iggy Del Toro angling it over near the goal mouth. What a oh, he rides over top of it. Here comes Paige riding Lola. And she stops that ball right there, allows Nick Johnson to come into the play. And now, here comes Nick Johnson. Nick, looking, oh, a little fakeroo, nickaroo. And now, huh? Now, Del Toro comes in, tries to sneak it away, putting the pressure on Nick Johnson, and is able to steal it away. Del Toro now backs this one over, and Frankie Bilbao was anticipating that back shot. Bilbao now takes a shot from about 75 yards out. It's rolling. Here comes Paige. She's going to get there. Lola. Oh, Nick. Oh, well done, Paige Boone. And now here comes Roberto Navaja. And now here comes Bilbao. He's saying, I'm going to put this one through one way or another. Oh, but Navaja steals it away. And now here comes Nick Johnson. Nick, he's got an opportunity. Here he goes. He's riding Normita. He's got this pony going. A little chestnut off the bounce once. Paige Boone is coming in. Oh, Nick. Here comes Frankie Bilbao. The two number 4s come together right there. Here comes Nick. He's got the pressure being, oh, they come together nicely right there. It's perfectly legal. They're right down there in that corner. And the whistle sounds. Oh, let's see what our umpire decides right there. You got a player. There you go, right down in front of the north end. All my temporary seats down there for you all, getting a good view. And now, here comes Frankie Bilbao. Paige Boone comes in, slows him down. And now, they're both going to try to run. Here comes Bilbao. Oh, he's going to leave it there. Good communication between the white jerseys. And now here comes Iggy Del Toro. Del Toro with, oh, and Roberto knocks it down, but Frankie Bilbao pounces on that loose ball. Here comes Paige. Here comes Frankie. And Paige with the back shot. Nicely done. Nick Johnson comes in. Nick flips it out. Here comes Nick Johnson and Katie Glenn. Here comes Katie Glenn now. She's going to take this ball forward. Well done by Katie. Crosses over midfield. Suki Forbes is chasing her down. Here comes Suki. Here comes Katie. They're going to goal, and Katie's still carrying that ball. Well done right there. But now here comes Iggy Del Toro. He comes into the play. Iggy now with a shot out into open space in Mike D'Ambrose. He's going to get into the match right here. Mike D'Ambrose, Dr. Mike right there, carrying that ball up the field for D'Ambrose MD, still carrying that ball, and now it's up against the boards. And now Nick Johnson's going to come into the play. Nick, oh, I hear people on that far side cheer. Rides over top of it, leaves it there for Paige Boone. 3 minutes, leaves it there for Paige. Paige now puts a perfect pass back up to Nick Johnson. Good give and go between the teammates. Can they cut this devil? Oh, Nick can't make contact. But Katie Glenn is right there. And now Paige Boone's right there. Paige with a shot on goal. Iggy reaches back. Katie Glenn's right there. Paige is there. They're all there. Whistle. Nick, see if he goes with the big stick. Yes, he does. He launches a line drive all the way up. Could that ball roll? It's in the goal mouth. It's right there. Here comes Navaja. Oh, the GPS. Oh, yeah, look at the mallet. Got to check the mallet out. Never know it was a guy. But what a shot. That was 150 yards from midfield. That's not an easy task. Unfortunately, didn't make it through, but he had an opportunity. Now here comes Suki Forbes. Suki going forward. Now Iggy's going to pass it back up to her. Everyone ducking out of the way. And Suki taking this ball up the field, doing a good job. Oh, it goes off the end of her mallet. Now here comes Nick Johnson. Nick coming into the play. We're down to 1 minute 53 seconds. All coming together. Oh, Katie's horse is coming together. And now it's going to be Iggy. Whistle sounds. Iggy kind of awarded to the blue jersey. Here comes Nick Johnson back into play. Just looking over some score real quick, but we're okay. Here comes Nick. He's going to leave it there for Paige. Oh, her pony kicks it forward. Bilbao's trying to sneak through. Frankie is able to. Oh, this is like a little pinball wizard going on. Now Paige is going to back it. It's going to bounce off a pony right there. And now Iggy, he stops and turns. Now he's going to leave it there for Bilbao. And now Bilbao comes into play. Sorry. You're good. 1 minute, 35 seconds, 1:35. Here comes Mike D'Ambrose for D'Ambrose MD. Look at that pony pin its ears back, get aerodynamic. And now Mike D'Ambrose angles it towards the goal. Mike going to goal. And Nick Johnson backs it out of danger right there. And now, whistle sounds. Cat and mouse game. And now Nick is approaching. Nick once again launches this one. It could be. This one is looking good. Oh, Shazam! Oh, we're down to 45 seconds. That ties the score, 7-7. Here comes Iggy out of that throw, and Iggy Del Toro. Iggy goes to the near side. Now back to the offside. Kind of changed the lineup a little bit. And now down to 30 seconds, 30 seconds. What a match today. And now here comes Roberto and Mike D'Ambrose. Mike D'Ambrose with a shot on goal, but here comes Nick Johnson. He knows the 30-second clock just sounded. Here comes Capita. Here comes Pages Gray. Oh, but Iggy gets in with the hook. Here comes Bilbao, who are down to 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Bilbao with an opportunity here for a buzzer beater. Bilbao taking this one in between, and yes, puts it between the uprights. Frankie Bilbao before the clock ended.
Healthcare last check were scored on
Penalty shots. Okay, yeah. Well, one was a given. All right, fifth check, Isabel. This time, I get it correctly for Paige. And out of that throw, and here comes Nick Johnson. Nick with the back shot all the way across the field. Roberto trying to get around, but you're going to watch This great pony Frankie Bilbao's riding is absolute machine. Should be named Machine. We should be playing Putting on the Ritz. And now look at this nice little lofted shot. And Suki waits for it to settle down, comes out of the sky, right to her mallet. And Suki taking this ball forward. Suki Forbes going forward. Suki with an opportunity. Oh, it goes off the end of her mallet. And now it's right there. Nick Johnson tries to back it.
That was...
Nick was the one that hit it, but I think it did bounce off from Iggy's horse afterwards. So this will still be a knock-in. Nick launches it up there. Look at this ball by Nick Johnson. Puts it all the way up the field. Katie Glenn now with an opportunity out front. Suki's chasing her down. Here come the ladies. And now that ball's still there. Iggy Del Toro fouls up the play right there. Iggy up against the boards. And he flips it back. He's trying to get around Roberto. Nicely done. That's nice. Oh, Paige Boone. Oh. Oh, this one right there goes. We'll get a chance. The cheerleaders will cheer, then we'll put a song on.
Right.
I need to go with them, tell them not to cheer in the start of the sixth. All right, here we go. Nick Johnson brings it over the end line. Nick looking up the field. Goes left, goes right. Trying to get Iggy on his heels right there. Oh, some of the players kind of getting hooked together right there. Hung up, and that allows for Paige Boone to sneak into this play. Paige now trying to run past Frankie Bilbao. And I believe she's going to leave it right there for Roberto. He comes in. Now it's going to be Nick Johnson. Nick puts another pass up there. Paige kept going forward. Paige trying to put Iggy on her hip. And now Iggy from the near side, back shot. And now here comes Frankie Bilbao. And now you get people trying, you hear them all talking. There's a lot of communication. This game is a close match today. Evenly put together right here. Both teams playing very well. And Frankie Bilbao, look at this, and a shot on goal from distance, and this one goes in between. Frank. 3:27, ball's back in play. Here comes Frankie Bilbao. Frankie Bilbao. You know when he's riding this pony, he feels very comfortable on top. And now, he's going to goal right here. Nick Johnson trying to cut down the angle. Frankie trying to get around all those blue jerseys. Take a shot from distance again. But this one is going to go just wide right. Third time this chucker. Here comes Nick Johnson. He's got everyone on one side of the field. Going to let this pony fly up this side, the stadium side. Here comes Nick. Drops that ball up. It almost falls in Katie Glenn's pocket. And now it's going to be back there by Iggy Del Toro. Over to Frankie Bilbao. Oh! Frankie trying to get around all those blue jerseys. Nick reaches in. And now Roberto, nicely done. Here comes Nick Johnson. Here comes Frankie Bilbao. And there it is, stride for stride. Nick goes to the near side. Nick shoots. That ball is right there, but yes! It goes wide. Tour, back out on the field. Frankie Bilbao. Iggy riding. Oh. 1 minute, 46 seconds. I believe Nick is riding Sparta, this chucker. Nick puts it on the ground. Paige tries to keep it on the field of play, but it goes over the end line. So, you hear the umpire says play now. And here comes Iggy Del Toro. Del Toro. Coming up the field. Del Toro puts a pass up to Frankie Bilbao. He sneaks in. Look at this. Frankie Bilbao going forward. Keeping that ball going southbound. A lot of blue jerseys trying to get in and cut down that angle. Mike D'Ambrose trying to get in the rumble seat to help out right behind Bilbao. And now here's Bilbao. He's going to goal. And now here comes Nick Johnson. He sneaks in off the bounce, but here comes Iggy Del Toro. Del Toro back into the play. He's trying to pull that ball forward, trying to turn the spin, a little deep neck shot under the neck of the horse. So it goes over the end line, out of play with now
51 seconds.
51 seconds. We may have had blocking right here.
Or this.
Del Toro launches it up in the air. And the umpire says absolutely puts it between on that nice looking little pony. So Del. And now, we did have, thank heaven for 7-11 in the score this morning. See what happened. Del Toro comes out. Oh, this pony's gorgeous. See, he's riding. It's absolutely great. Here comes Del Toro from distance. Oh, that goes up off the heel of his mallet. Here comes Bilbao. There's the 30-second horn. 30 seconds left in this chucker. Going forward, here comes Bilbao. Bilbao still with the ball. Page sneaks in, riding Monette. And now here comes Page with a back shot. And that one goes over the end line. Whistle sounds. And that's going to end the chukker right there. Now we'll have our sing-along song to increase his team's lead and possibly get it, thank heaven, for 7-11. 60 yards out, he puts a line drive. That ball makes it through all the mallets, the legs, the feet, the arms, but goes wide left. Sponsorship of this weekend's match. Got all kinds of notes coming through. Questions, we'll get them in a minute. All right. All right. Here comes Katie. Here comes Suki. Up against, here comes Katie Glenn. She reaches down, not able to make contact. Page up against the boards. Here comes Iggy Del Toro. What is the difference between penalty shots? There's a penalty 1, there's a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. And it just depends on where the ball's placed on that penalty shot. Nice shot up the field by Bilbao. Here comes Iggy. Here comes Nick Johnson. And the back shot. And now here comes Paige Boone. Paige is going to back this one. Intercept, and no, is Bilbao. One times it. Thank heaven for 7-11. And that one, we'll see. All right, ball's back in play. We'll talk it out here shortly. All right, here we go. All right.
Right there.
Nice shot by Bilbao.
Yeah, right there. That's right.
And now that ball's right up there. Nick Johnson. Got to clear this one out. Someone asked how fast some of these horses are traveling. They can get up to 30 to 40 miles an hour when they're running freely. All right, whistle sounds right there. Nick now goes with a nice looking shot over here to the left. Little strategy. Roberto, he's going to pick it up. Oh, Roberto can't get there, make contact. Iggy Del Toro's there now. Iggy slows down. Iggy looking up the field, waiting for his team to get out in front. His team is ahead now, right now, so if he can just keep this ball away from the United Healthcare team, nicely done there. He faked the big shot and then slowly keeps his horse going forward right here. As long as he keeps this pony going in a jog, they won't make him hit away because he's not slowing down the match. He's still running with the ball. Oh, but he rides over top of it. And now here comes Roberto. Yes, he's got to clear out. And now the whistle sounded.
405.
This could have been a breakaway right here, so they're 4 minutes on the clock, 4:05. Nick, once again, this one goes wide left. To sit right there, but wasn't able to. And now we're still at. And this team in the blue came up short last week in the finals. And now here comes Del Toro. Del Toro, look at this. Putting an angled pass on that one, trying to get it over to Suki. But here comes Nick Johnson. He knows the clock's running down. And they need to score quickly and fast. How fast? Faster than fast. How fast is fast? Fast makes fast look slow. And now here comes Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson making his way up the field. He knows he's got to angle this one. Here he goes with the angle shot. Nicely done, but did he get a little too much on it? He's trying to get there before it goes over the end line with a back shot. And it goes over the end line, but what an effort right there by Nicholas Johnson. And it goes over the end line. So down to 3 minutes. 3 minutes left in this match. Now Bilbao puts a nice long shot out there. Getting out in open space is Mike D'Ambrose. Mike D'Ambrose carrying this ball up the field. Navaja's chasing him down. But Mike D'Ambrose still making his way forward. Reaches down, still making that ball go forward. Roberto from the near side does get a back shot off right there. Now here comes Paige Boone. Boone comes into the play. Paige Boone now trying to control this ball. Oh, kind of goes off the heel of her mouth a little bit. Now she's making her way over here. Now going forward. Paige doing a good job. Oh, bad luck right there. Goes up over the boards. So I was thinking the same one you guys were talking about. Here we go. All right, here we go. Bilbao with a shot up the field. And now, ricochets off. And here comes Nick Johnson. Just some ideas anyway. But I don't know if she'll take it, so. Yeah. Here comes Nick Johnson, still on a fast pony right here. Nick making his way up the field. But Bilbao chased him down. And Nick's going to take Bilbao away from the play and let Paige Boone come in. And here comes Katie Glenn as well. Katie with a shot on goal. Yes, puts him between the uprights. Katie Glenn, her second tally of the match. She got. And here comes Navaja. Navaja doing a good job today. Gets that ball back out. And now Nick Johnson's going to pick it up. Nick. He's got Paige going to goal. Look at this angled shot. Maybe but here comes Paige Boone. She's going to come in and keep it on the field of play right here. Hopefully get there before it goes over the end line, but it rolls over the end line. What a match today. We're coming down to the final seconds of this match. There's the 30-second horn. We finish it out. But what a match. What a second weekend of polo. Last weekend we had Properties of the Villages weekend. This weekend United Healthcare. Two of our awesome sponsors, and now it's up against the boards on the far side. A couple of the players have conceded the match as the clock is running down. Up against the boards, he's going to finish it out. Paige is going to put a nice little shot up the field. 5 seconds left in the match. Paige puts a mallet on this one and could get a buzzer beater here. There's the horn. That ball is going just wide. So what a match. Let's give. And we'll be back in just a moment. We're going to bring out the players here shortly. So, all right, Ramon, make your way up here. Iggy, make your way up here. This horse comes out to the Mother Chucker Polo Farm, and here comes the best playing pony. Come up as well. Oh, she's good at video. All right. If you recall, the third chucker, it was a knotted up score. Iggy came out on Osito and scored 2 quick goals, 2 quick breakaways, and then basically put their team out in front. Ramon the groom, you hear me talk about all the grooms and how important they are. Stephanie up there with United Healthcare. This is why we do this photo with no one out here. All right, looks like we did get the photo. Well done, Iggy Del Toro. Best playing pony. Well done right there. Look at that gorgeous horse. All right. If you'd like to make your way out, you're more than welcome now. All right. Let's give this team a round of applause. D'Ambrose MD comes out on top today. I get a Suki fan club right there. Keith's going to get them lined up. Our winners of today's match, Stephanie with United Healthcare up there. Hey, all right, we get both teams up now. Here we go. We'll put both teams up now. If you guys make your way up. All right. We're going to put everyone up now, Keith. We do have both teams now, all 4 players. How about another round of applause for both these teams? What a match. United Healthcare did have the lead for a little bit, and then D'Ambrose says, not today. Let's get a photo of both teams. All right. Let Keith get his photo. Yes, sir. More laps? Or labs. Oh, okay. Oh. All right. Now did you get a key? All right, our runners up today. Let's hand out our trophies to the runners up, Stephanie.
She threw the game.
All right. Playing in the number 1 for the runners up was Katie Glenn. Let's give Katie a round of applause right here. Playing in number 2 was Paige Boone. Playing in number 3, Roberto Baja. Playing number 4 was Nick Johnson, who put one in from 150 yards out tonight. Your photo of the runners up. All right, now our winners of the United Healthcare Weekend, playing in the number 1, was Suki Ford. Playing number 2 was Mike Ambrose. Playing number 3 was Iggy Del Cor. And playing in the back, Frankie Bilbao. Alright, now as we're doing that photo, I'm going to explain a little bit about our MVP today. When we pick out MVPs, everyone always asks who scores the most goals, who plays the best. All these players are handicapped from the USPA. And what I always look at, who plays over their handicap. So you got players that are, maybe a -1 or a 0, but they're in every play and they're playing absolutely phenomenal all day. They could possibly get our MVP. And we're going to do our MVP trophy here in just a moment. This lady today may not have been on the winning team. She may have been a winning team. But, Katie Glenn, I need you to make your way up to the podium. Our MVP of the weekend. You played absolutely phenomenal. You played over your handicap, scored goals. You're going to be up here for our MVP, voted on by all your peers and everything. So make your way up there. And she's our MVP. Like I said, Nick Johnson played well. Frank, they all played well today, but it's hard to pick MVP sometimes. But the way Katie played today, being out in front where she's supposed to, pulling her team forward, above her handicap, and she's our MVP of the weekend. Katie Glenn. Gotta get that one too. Guess who the MVP is sponsored by? UF Health, which is part of the United Healthcare. All right. Once again, next Friday, right here, 3 o'clock. What a day of polo. Thank you all for coming out. The players are out here. Well done, Katie Glenn.